Well, that's very good. Because, now we're getting old, so it would be nice to have, young people around reading the news and do Fatu show. Maybe you can come up with your own talk show. You never know.
I will be more than grateful.
You'll be more than grateful to do that. Well, welcome to Fatu Show.
Thank you.
Tell us about Think Young Women. Yes.
Thank you very much, Fatu. Think Young Women is a women-led organization for and by young people, and it's actually on to help imagine and aspiring young women in the Gambia. And the organization was actually initiated by two dynamic young Gambian. They're right there, Ami Kujabi and Satang Nabane.
Satang is there?
Yes, Satang is right there.
So now today you are media shy or TV shy or whatever. Huh?
She is hiding.
You decided to boycott us today. Okay.
And Ami Kujabi as well.
Nice to have you around.
So this initiative was taken by them after them taking part in a 3 weeks program in Ghana. That's the Moremi initiative. And then the outcome of the program was to actually do something in the Gambia, and they thought it is necessary to do something, and they came up with this idea, and that's Think Young Women. And basically what we embark on is we think we can help young people because, as the saying goes, he who feels it knows it. So we think it will be obvious for us to help young women out there in the areas of capacity building and networking and mentorship and things like that. So that was how this Think Young Women came about. And also we're looking at age limits, that is actually 15 to 30 years. And since the establishment of the organization,
so your target is
15 to 30 years, that's the age limit that we are looking at. And since the inception of the organization, we came out with a lot of programs. The first program that we actually embarked on was the joint stakeholder meeting on sharing best practices and effective implementation of women rights issues. That was actually through the it was actually through her Raise Voice Agenda Action Team, which was housed by the African Center for Democracy and Human Rights Studies. And now we have our pet baby, that's the Young Women Leadership Program that we are doing. And this is actually funded by the American Embassy. We have a lot of programs on that, but I think Jainaba will highlight on that. But actually, Think Young Women do a lot of things. We do radio programs, that is with Unique FM, Paradise FM, and also with, those are the radio stations that we work with. And we embark on blogging because we believe that young people, especially women, young people, if you're targeting them, you have to actually do something on the internet because, especially with the social media, that's Facebook and Twitter.
So very popular.
Yeah, so we do a lot of things on that. We do advocacy articles wherein young people can actually learn a lot from that. And we believe, through that we can do a lot of it. And we have women organizations in the Gambia, but we believe that, we don't have much women organizations in the Gambia. So if we are to address young women organizations in the Gambia, young women issues, so we have to have on organizations like Think Young Women. And also earlier this year, we had a program, the American Embassy actually embarked on a program that is the Young Gambian Leadership Program that was held earlier this year. And then we took part actually, and two of our members actually were nominated to go attend the IVLP program in the US. And even recently, Satan Nabane came from the US, and she was actually on the Girls Serving Organization, wherein she took part because we are a Girls Serving Organization. And right now, I will allow Jainaba to do...
you're a journalist already. Yes, Jainaba.
Yes.
Let's hear from you. I was like, So you don't have to change that, huh?
Yeah, basically, the Young Women Leadership Program is something that is coming up with training 25 young Gambian leaders, in different kinds of skills. That is public speaking, communication, and I don't think that should be new to you because you were part of us these recent Sundays. We have our trainings at the American Corner, and like you said, it is fully sponsored by the American Embassy. Every Sunday we meet there as 25 young women, and then we trained on different areas. These are the things that we discuss, and the training is something that has to do with like equipping, developing young women. let's say that tomorrow we're going to have an eye change program that is, we the participants who have been trained, we're coming up with something that is to bring in people from outside so that we can train them as well. So that is, we divided into 5 groups, and the 5 groups we were talking on HIV and AIDS. We have teenage pregnancy, early marriage, we have gender-based violence, and women and children, and then we also have education. But they will be focusing mostly on the girls dropping out from school at early ages.
So you do your program every Sunday, right?
Yes.
For how long
on
would this
every
be?
Sunday. It's an 8-week session program, but the lectures are actually on every week for 4 hours. So we have different resource person that will come up with different topics and then discuss, especially mostly on women, young women issues.
Yeah, definitely. Like she said, I've been to one and I was really, really impressed because I got that late. It was not your fault, it was my fault, but because I didn't want to, you know, I had
Fail
to
us.
make sure that I'm there because I didn't want to fail you. But I was definitely very impressed. I think it's a very good idea.
Yes.
And one thing I want to add is like the training of the young, 25 young women. We actually went through a critical process before we took these young people. In most cases, people might think we just went to take university students or people who are just up to tertiary institutions, but that was not the case. What we did was we took people, it was very diverse from different areas, and then we took them went through a critical way of taking the applications, and then therein we searched them. We knew that some people are even from the madrasa, some are dropouts, and some are doing
The group of
yes
25 women?
that you were on training, and some are even dropouts, and some are actually on small scale businesses. So that was how we did our selection, and hopefully by end of December the program will be over, and we think the young women that are actually trained will actually got a lot of things that they learned from the process.
Yes. In fact, for our eye change program as well, we diversified it because we're having like 14 participants that are coming from Basori, all the way from Combo East, and people from different areas, because I think if we want to solve women problems, we need to go to the grassroots, and that is what we're trying to do, to get the people who are not opportune to sit in forums like this, people who are not opportune to attend tertiary institutions, and so on, so that at least they can be empowered a little bit.
Well, thank you very much. Are you doing media too? You have a very good voice.
Not necessarily. I'm studying economics.
See? These economists that don't even want to spend any
But
money.
I'm a youth parliamentarian.
Oh, youth parliamentarian. Well, it's very good to have you on the program. I would not mind to do some work with you. Anytime you feel you want to be on the show or you want me to come back again and talk to young people, I'm ready.
And finally, to the viewers out there, let them know that, let them actually know that Think Young Women will do bigger and better things, and especially for government and non-government organizations, individual, parastatal, religious leaders, we are expecting everyone, we need your support, and then we will do bigger and better things, inshallah.
Thank you very much, Aisha Keta. And thank you, Jennifer Fai. It's good to have you on the program. Thank you, and I wish you all the best. And yes, next on the Fatu show, I will have Sona Jabate. Sona is the first female kora player that I know. I'm not sure if you know one, but she's the first one I know. And Sona, welcome to Fatu show. It's good to have you in the Gambia. You know, actually, I watched your interview. Was it on African Voices or Inside Africa? Which one was it again? It was on African Voices. Inside Africa?
Yes, on CNN.
CNN, yeah. I saw you on HSCC, and when she said a Gambian kora player, I was like, Gambian? No, she's not Gambian. I said, how can she be Gambian? I don't know her. I've never seen her. I'm in the showbiz business. Well, welcome to Gambia.
Thank you very much.
Tell us about you. You're Gambian. Your dad is Gambian.
My father's Gambian. He's here today as well. My son's Ali Jabate. My family is from Gambia. We're also a Grts family.
So you're the first female kora player. Do you know another one, or is just you?
I don't know at the moment. Like I say, we don't know. So,
so
at the moment, we're still seeing.
So how long have you been playing the kora?
Many years. I started very young, but you know, I've done a lot of other musical studies as well, so it's also been a journey. So I started, but then I studied classical music as well in the West, in the UK, and then I started to study the kora again.
Yeah, you know, you really made us proud when we saw you on CNN and they were like, Gambian. I was like, oh, Gambian. So I had to watch the whole program and see who it was and what you're up to. So what are you doing in Gambia? Is it your first time here? Because I've never seen you in any other TV programs or in the newspapers. That's why I was wondering if you are Gambians?
Right, yeah. I mean, basically, I've come here many, many times as family because I come to visit my family, but this is the first time I'm coming to do